Very good, everybody, and welcome to another video. This is your favorite funky sim pilot. My name is Arkady Gidzenko. I will be your captain for today's flight. And today we're going to try and fly the Cessna Citation X again by Flight of X for a very short city hop from Sharm El Sheikh to Cairo, both in Egypt. And we're using real world time, real world weather, St. Engines AI. And will we do anything else? Well, not sure. So let's just get into it. Basically, after yesterday's two times missing approach, and then finally setting her down when it was dark, I don't know, it just felt horrible. And I'm loving this plane. And today I'm going to see if I can use the Boeing mode control panel by WinWing. So let's see how that's going to sound. Let's get the thumb out of the way, the lens overlay up. And hey Vintage, welcome back, man. How was your dinner? Did you eat? Yeah, well, so park here at parking stand 35. That's my sin. Alright. Let's get in there. So hopefully the mode control panel is going to work in our favor when talking to ATC and everything. Makes for switching things a lot faster, rather than having to zoom in, getting the exact little value there, and in the meantime you're crashing into a mountain and all that stuff. So yeah, let's get this baby started. Battery power, turn on the avionics, the gas, and the standby power. Start the APU, so the master goes on. APU starts, and see there. I'm going well today, Vintage, thank you. After flying two missed approaches yesterday, I was finally able to set the aircraft down, I guess decently, but all that was broken was my ego and my pride, and I'm just messing, man. But yeah, so I felt like giving it another shot, and this time we can take the entire day to do like 35 approaches before it will get dark. It's early in the morning here in Cairo. Oh, sorry, we're in Sharm El Sheikh. Alright, and let's first set up position. Just use GPS once. Then we can start the IRS alignment. So today's flight is fairly simple. First get our flight plan, and then we'll request clearance with ATC. Let's get this side, just do the progress page, I guess. For departure, 04 right. We do not have a departure, we also do not have an arrival, so that's going to be interesting. Just very simple flights. So we go ahead and activate. For our arrival, I think we had 05 right, so let's just double check now. Departure was 04 right, there's a direct, and then there's a direct 05 right. Choose the ILS, vectors, and let's get a gas, activate. That's a little flight plan, so after Charlie Victor Oscar, there is a discontinuity. We'll see that later. Oh, look at this, we got the times coming in. We'll be live at 0 Zulu Saturday, 7:47, 200. Cool, man. I already set a what do you call it? Like a notification in YouTube. So if I'm anywhere near, if you will, I will definitely come and check out your flight, man. And thanks for the update. Alright, so the aircraft is trying to find where the hell we are. And I forgot to do that through here. I don't feel like let's just do it here. Maybe for like 7 or 8 hours, yeah, if the flight is 6 and then setting up. Ooh, you got snacks prepared and enough drinks. Because you will need to take some. Are you like me? I mean, when I do these long haul flights, I just at some point start, take a nap, So I don't know if you've streamed these long hauls ever before, like 7, 8 hours. Obviously, if you have a really good chair, that already helps a lot, and I do not. But in any case, I feel when you're streaming, so in case this was for you, for instance, Vintage, you feel like, screw this shit, I want to sleep, and you just go sleep, There's no obligation to stay awake if people want to join. Sounds maybe really egoistical, but I think, But I must say, my channel, for instance, is growing a little bit. I've got 230 subscribers at the moment. But usually in the streams, it's not super busy, Lately, you've been here very regularly, Vintage, and I appreciate that actually as well. So thanks very much for that. But my point is, when I would be doing a long haul flight and I would see there's like really a lot of people, then I think I would really stay. Then I would feel genuinely sort of obligated, have to stay out, something like that. But if it's just 1, 2, maybe 3 people watching, I'm like, sorry kids, I do need my rest. So I'm curious, probably won't take a nap. Want to take naps on 10+ hour flights. Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, so like from Johannesburg to Paris or something. Right, let's see why did I open this chart, man? I wanted to see the charts. Let's get our ATIS information. And let's put the maps on daytime. So 126.225. I think I want to make one more custom. See, I got, so maybe number 3 could be this section here. That will make things go a lot faster. So I could just immediately check 126.225, and then and then there's ground. There's no clearance here. Sharm El Sheikh, so 121.9 or. But my setup, I really need to have the view here. So this is working fine. Yeah, cool, man. Nice for doing it. I want a 7.85. 6. What the hell did I do, man? 8 is 126.225. Am I going crazy?
There
you go.
Cav, okay. Temperature 35, dew point 17.
35.
QNH 1007. Transition level 110. Advise on initial contact you have information Papa. Sharm El Sheikh International Airport. Information Papa. 0600 Zulu. Arriving and departing runways 04 left, 04 right. Wind 360 at 8. Cav OK. Temperature 35, dew point 17. QNH 1007.
Alright, we got our weather. One 007, and I think is there a way that we can set this to give the setup back to Pascal? There you go. Ground, good morning. November 527 Romeo, Mike, type is Citation, accelerate. We're at parking stand 35. We have information, Papa, requesting car for clearance to Cairo.
Romeo Mike, cleared to Cairo via the Krupp T1 Lima departure, then is filed. Initial climb 4,000, departure on 121.1, squawk 4624, expect runway 04 right.
Cleared by the Krupp T1 Lima departure, initial climb 4,000, departure frequency 121.1, squawk 4624, and our departure runway 04 right, Romeo Mike.
Romeo Mike, read back correct.
Alright, so we are getting a departure then. And nav departure 04 right selected. And she said that that's the first one. Right. Activate. Initial altitude 4,000. Now let's see. Go on nav on our IRS. There you go. Okay, cool. So initial climb 4,000. So this is so much more convenient, man. Just use the CP. 4,000, the runway heading. Let's have a look at that sucker. Runway 04 right. Runway heading 038. And I guess we can do nav and VNav. Let's do nav. Doesn't like it. VNav it likes. We'll see how this works after we take off. Then I think we can request push and start. I think for the rest everything pretty much set up. We got 4624. at 1007. So if I can use the zoom, no, I'll still have to use the button here.
Egypt Air 223, cross runway 4 left.
Cross runway 4 left, Egypt Air 223.
Ground, November 527 Romeo Mike, request push and start.
Seven Romeo Mike, push and start approved. Face northeast.
Face northeast, 7 Romeo Mike, thank you. Actually, it looks like we can just go ahead and drive straight out. Yeah, that's the way it's been set up. Right, cool. So we don't really have to push back. And we can go ahead and start the engines. The APU bleed is on. Engine are shut down. Parking brake is on. APU is on. I think it's all looking. Just not forget to put the plus levers. These are not responding. Help. That could be a problem. So the thing is, I'm using Band.next for setting up the hardware. Let me quickly double check. Because yesterday actually did work, sort of out of the box, if you will. Maybe because I loaded a profile that allows me to use the FMC. Oh, sorry, the mode control panel. Looks like now it's not registering the throttle quadrant, which I would really like. Otherwise, I would have to use like the A button on my. Actually, that also but that might be something else going on. Let's do a little experiment. Cannot even move them. This is something weird here. What's going on, people? Do anything else? I don't think I broke anything. For some reason, not able to move the throttle quadrant at all. Am I missing something here? Got maybe a few brain cells. Shit. Because I would require the throttle levers to be in the idle position if I want to start the engine. I've never had this interesting. The gear lever works, and then boom, we are on our belly. Okay, I'll try something just to temporarily turn off Band.next, see if that makes any difference. So far it doesn't. What I find most concerning is that I cannot even control the yoke or the throttle with the mouse. That seems very odd, like something's overriding it or something is simply not turned on, but I mean, never heard of yet turn anything on. Most peculiar. And you'll see if I try to start the engines, the N2 percentage will reach like 30.1 and it will start dropping again. There you go. And it also doesn't respond to my keyboard commands either. So, I don't know what's going on here. I've never seen this. Oh wait, what am I doing? At least this is what I would like them. But they are still locked in place. And with the mouse I can also not move them. Alright, let's see what happens if we start the engines. I mean, the engine should start, but I don't think it's going to make any difference. I've been requested to do a long-haul flight in the Constellation. And are you considering doing that? Might this have something to do, I'm thinking, with the MCP? I have the auto thrust arm. Let's see. This doesn't work. Arm. No, that doesn't make any difference. That's a damn shame. Thrust arms, but I cannot imagine. I mean, you should always be able to move the thrust levers manually, right? And the keyboard input is also not accepting it, and that's... I cannot stand this. Ah, okay. So you will not be flying the 747-200, but the Constellation vintage. I'm sure it's going to be cool either way.
Ground, Sunturk 74 X-ray, taxi to the ramp.
Sunturk 74 X-ray, taxi to parking via Kilo. Hold short of runway 22 right.
Kilo, hold short of runway 22 right, Sunturk 74 X-ray.
So Vintage, do you have any ideas and suggestions what you do? Can you see like the throttle quadrant totally not responding to mouse input? I was able to get them in the idle position by clicking. Actually, let's not do that. It might around engine number 2 or something like. Oh, this Saturday and then next Friday. Rough, man. I have no clue, people, why this is not working. We definitely need our throttle quadrants, otherwise we're not going anywhere. Yeah, I've flown this plane a couple of times, I don't know, maybe 10, 12 times or whatever. But I mean, like in general, right? I mean, how the hell can it simulator not even, I don't know, it's killing my brain. So we do have engine number 1, which we can do nothing with. Sure, I think external power is available, although we already have APU running there. APU generator is on as well. And then again, I don't think you should need that to simply mechanically push these suckers forward. And the thing is, you know, with software, there's always a chance that there's either a bug or it's some setting, you know, that you overlook. Ground power is actually not connected. We don't need that anyway. Like, is there a switch that I accidentally hit? I would actually want to arm the emergency lights though. Even though I don't think we're going anywhere with this plane right now. The fleet section. Hydraulics. Let's try with the auxiliary pump. Must be software, man. The first solution that I'm thinking of is basically restarting this flight. Not the end of the world, but I really don't feel like doing that. Is there anything like overriding it? Turn off the auto thrust. And then again, you know, I mean, yesterday when the auto thrust was on, I could move the levers forward or backward, and I would see the demand that I was making, but then it would automatically turn back. Although the levers would stay in position. The levers are not working at all. Buttons on my throttle quadrant are working. You can see with the flaps, so it's not that the hardware is not detected. I'm really thinking to restart this sucker, man. I have no clue, and I have no clue. I'm just going to restart this, I guess. Yeah, restart. Da-di-dum. Fortunately, this plane sets up fairly easily. Maybe from now, config IRS align, so at least we don't have to wait for that. Let's do it again. Battery 1, battery 2, gas and the avionics will standby power to on. And we get our APU, let's get the yoke out of the way. No time for yoking around. Later, few start, we bleed, we can run that as well. Now to here, let's get the lights in order immediately. Exit, the emergency lights. It's I guess looking fine, we'll just need to do the setup again, pause in it. GPS 1 position loads, and then it takes us to flight plan, but then we'll just go line, and that's done immediately. You can put those on nav. The score code 4624. They are responding at the moment, look at that. Well, at least that's good. Yeah, I guess sometimes this shit can happen, right? Sometimes no explanation, I guess, I don't know. Or I'm just too stupid to understand, or both. Let's see, nav, and we'll just flight plan recall, and we get our flight plan back again. Put it on progress page for now. And then we just set up, so the departure was runway 04 right. We cooked 1 Lima departure and exit 8. And our arrival, we'll get it through the nav page, was runway 05 right, ILS So that's all in there. Surfing it. See, next. So the ESD. I realize I may have forgotten a step here earlier, but then again, I don't think that should prevent the both quadrants from moving anyway, but please it's working. Sync ESD. Wind was 360 at 8. Elevation 121. That concludes the setup here, so that's very nice. We have our fuel 1970. That's jacks out. So initial climb 4,000. Runway 038, that's still there. There it is. And just to see if this MCP overrides anything. No, still doesn't, so that's good. And I guess we can start our engines, except unless I'm like forgetting something very crucial. We have our fuel lines can go on. Barrel 1007. Good. Now let's start the engine. The thing is, when I'm streaming, I really don't like to see any. I like sort of the immersion bit, you know. So then when you see the main menu and stuff, it's not the end of the world. I can live with it, but but deep down I really hate it with a passion. But I'm glad it's working, man. 1007, and we'll arm the reversers after we start engine number 2. I may have to check here actually. Powers, let's remove all of that, the chocks as well. V-speed, takeoff speed. V1 121, rotate 124, V2 129. They should appear there momentarily, I think. 4,000 is our stopping altitude. Check the ground frequency again. 121.9. Hey, welcome back, man. Well, the fourth quadrant is working. That's good. Ground, November 527 Romeo Mike, request taxi.
Seven Romeo Mike, copy, no pushback needed.
7 7 Romeo Mike, request taxi.
7 Romeo Mike, taxi to holding point runway 04 right via November 1, Charlie 1, Alpha, hold short of runway 04 left.
04 right via November 1, Charlie 1, Alpha, hold short 04 left. 7 Romeo Mike. Yeah, I just reloaded, man. November 1, Charlie 1, Charlie 1, and Alpha. The charts really, they hurt my brain. Let's have a look at the proper chart. November 1. Guessing we're on that. Here's November 1. Oh, actually that is behind us. Guess we should have pushed back. So November 1, Charlie 1, but we'll just go through here, I guess. And Alpha. No, let's see, what is it? Well, they make us go all the way here and then hold short. 04 left, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I see, okay. We'll just do the old shift D. Keep on, I don't know, not moving. Chokes are gone. Okay, screw this. Let's see. Parking brake off. Now the aircraft will not steer. Something, probably with loading the remote control panel. I didn't test it. I mean, I tested it just to see if the buttons were working, and it looked like they were working. Now we got something else. So taxi lights here. Let's turn those suckers on. Okay, I guess we're still in pushback mode then. So don't tell anybody that we're taxiing like this, okay? Alright, we're moving, man. Finally. And our flaps should go to 15. Let me just double check that. Performance. Flaps 50. I'm really happy that the St. Engines has these traffic injections. It's so cool to actually have normal planes. Like, you can still see some generic planes with an ugly pointy nose, but mostly you will actually see proper airlines, and like you will not see Wizz Air in Canada or something, you know. There's another generic one. Hello, people. Oh. Ground speed 38, that's a little bit fast. Are on the auto thrust system now. Ground 7 Romeo Mike, holding short for crossing 0 left.
7 Romeo Mike, cross runway 22 right.
That's so funny. Cross runway 22 right, 7 Romeo Mike. So they said hold short runway 04 left. Now you read it back to them. Like, okay, well, I'm at 04 left, and I say, yeah, cross runway 22 right. I don't know if there's any logic behind it that I simply am not aware of, or simply don't understand because of cognitive disabilities. But yeah, let's cross this runway here. So we can see the scenery does not really have like a holding point. And we're not getting the handover to tower either. Ground 7 Romeo Mike, holding short runway 04 right.
Romeo Mike, cross runway 22 left.
Cross runway 22 left, 7 Romeo Mike. think I understand. No, I don't. Yeah, I do. I just took a wrong turn. Thank you. Let me show you. So we have to take a right turn. Then for a left. Let's see how the... Can we cross this? Alright, screw this, man. Shit. Okay, so I was wondering what was going on, and as I said, it was my cognitive ability. Not actually, in this case I must be honest, it's not cognitive abilities. Okay, but there's nothing to cross here actually, so we're just gonna go backtrack on the runway then. I call it more like executive functioning. If you look up ADHD, you'll find a lot of information about it. Ground 7 Romeo Mike, we are backtracking runway 22 right for taking off 4 right. How many of that ground, man?
7 Romeo Mike, contact tower on 118.9er.
118.9er, so bye-bye, 7 Romeo Mike. But when you do this on VATSIM, they will say, yo, where the hell do you think you're going, man? Cool, been up since 9 a.m. Yeah, man, get some sleep, Vintage. I hope you have a good night. Rest well. Wake up tomorrow, all refreshed, recharged, hopefully. Let's go to the tower frequency. Yeah, so just had to take a right turn. I don't know why, I just felt like I had to go here. We certainly do. Good night, Vintage. Thanks, man. Good night. See you next time, dude. Alright, so we're just backtracking here. Let's see. Out on FMS1, that's nice. We're on the runway, but just turn on those landing lights then. Now let's just go to the far end, the moving point there. on tower frequency, departure is 121.1. Right is our runway, this is actually this one. Tower, November 527, Romeo Mike, runway 04 right, ready for departure.
November 527 Romeo Mike, Sharm El Sheikh Tower, runway 04 right, winds 350 at 9er, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, 04 right, 7 Romeo Mike, thank you. Now before we start blasting off into the skies, up here for 1 second. Sure why this looks the way it does. I guess we'll see that later. We have our V-speeds here, that's nice. Rotated 123 knots. That's Sierra Hotel 640, 641. Big copy. Copied manually. Right, we'll see how this is going to work out. So, lateral navigation, vertical navigation. We're still low mode, but LNAV is armed. CPET, I think, means that we are indeed requesting VNAV, but it is some sort of benchmark, I don't know. And anything else? I don't think so, so let's just blast off and see if we can break this sucker. Parking brake released. Not happy about something. That's the vital heat. Right, gear up. On the autopilot. Battle navigation. Cool.
Don't sink.
No, again.
Don't sink.
Vertical speed.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Next time I'll really have to look at what I'm doing there. If I'm doing something wrong. Sure. But yeah, we're climbing away. Going to departure, November 527 Romeo Mike, bye-bye. Departure, November 527 Romeo Mike. 1,900, climbing 4,000.
November 527 Romeo. Mike, Sharm El Sheikh, radar contact. climb flight level 180, direct Sierra Hotel 640.
Climb flight level 180, direct Sierra Hotel 640, November 527 Romeo Mike. 180. So, flaps are coming up. Next flight can come off. Nav and VNav is selected there, flight change, flight level change. LNav, flight level change. Actually forgot to turn on the reverser. Feet. Turn off the landing lights.
Dear guests, we are pleased to inform you that the use of approved electronic devices is now permitted in flight mode. Our cabin service will begin shortly.
Table sign off. So we are holding at 12,000 according to our flight plan. But okay, so that's because VNav is now. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here, man. Shit. we were cleared by ATC to 18,000. Doesn't want to do flight level change for some reason. Now it should. Morning, people. Back to the flight deck a bit. Progress page. Stop of descent 273 nautical miles. Do it? Okay. Climb flight level 260, 7 Romeo Mike. Zero.
Contact Cairo Control 123.05.
123.05, 7 Romeo Mike, bye bye. Right, good. Cairo Control, Sabah November 527 Romeo Mike. Flight level 195, climax, flight level 260. We are 33 nautical miles from Sierra Hotel Mike.
November 527 Romeo Mike, Cairo Control identified. Good morning, climb flight level 320.
Climb flight level 320, 7 Romeo Mike. And now we see what the departure was about. It's making us fly back to the Sharm El Sheikh VOR. Don't know if it's something that I messed up in the settings. Let's have a look at the chart. Standard instrument departure, the Gupti 1 Lima.
Condor 24, descend to flight level 240, pilot's discretion.
Down to flight level 240, Condor 24.
That should just take you to Gupti. So maybe it was confused with the earlier setup, I guess. So let's contact ATC. Cairo Control, 7 Romeo Mike. Looks like we made a little mistake. Requesting standby. Wonder what they're gonna say about that. Gupti.
Standby approved, hold position.
7 Romeo Mike, request direct Gupti, please. Direct Gupti approved. Thank you, 7 Romeo Mike. actually set direct to cap and approve. Then we'll just do that. Okay. So here I was thinking this is all too easy. Well, little did I know. Okay, so we're climbing to 320. We have direct to cap it. And the top of descent is now 91 nautical miles, so that explains a whole lot.
Saudia 211, descend flight level 290, pilot's discretion.
Descending flight level 290, Saudia 211.
So because initially we set up according to our LFP, maybe something I should not do the next time. Yeah, there were some waypoints in there that for some reason were not deleted or overwritten when we then went ahead and entered our actual departure that ATC cleared us for, which resulted in the aircraft after departure flying back to the airport, to the VOR, the Sharm El Sheikh VOR. You can see it here on the chart, although I'm not really sure which departure this would have been, but yeah, but that's what happened. So we took off to 640, 641, took a left turn, and then all of a sudden it took a turn to the VOR here. Can we see that on this chart? Must be here, but I cannot identify it that quickly. But anyway, so we turned back pretty much. But yeah, so now we are, looks like we're going straight. But here, are we still turning? Now we are just very slow. Okay.
Cairo Control, Arabia Egypt 325 with you, flight level 360.
Identified. Alpine 86, Juliet Papa, descend to flight level 230, pilot's discretion.
Flight level 230, Alpine 86, Juliet Papa.
We are finally on course. Our top of descent is an 82 nautical miles. It looks a lot more natural than what we saw earlier.
Flight level 110. Descending flight level 110, Condor 24.
Cairo Control, Sierra Golf, Papa Yankee with you, flight level 180.
Alright, so runway 05 for right, let's have a look at that. Localize on 108.9.
Alpine 86 Juliet Papa, descend to flight level 180.
Final approach course 044.
Leaving flight level 230 for flight level 180, Alpine 86 Juliet Papa.
So now if we want to, let's see, 044, I could do it on the remote control panel. But I don't think we'll see in the flight 044. And we might need to nudge it, so let's quickly go on that. Course is 044, that's looking good, so go back to FMS, but then we are on low mode, so we immediately continue on navigation directly. So that we won't get off course. So that bit has been set up as well. Airport elevation 450 feet. Glide slope India Zulu Foxtrot Romeo.
Edelweiss 130 Juliet, climbing flight level 300 for flight level 320. Edelweiss 130 Juliet, Cairo Control identified.
And the assigned gate is Alpha 2. So 305 right. Lima Tango. The military area.
Edelweiss 130 Juliet, descend to flight level 240, pilot's discretion.
I hope they're not sending us there.
Descending flight level 240, Edelweiss 130 Juliet.
I'm not sure which one is Alpha 22. We have some Charlies here, we got some Echo Sands, Foxtrot. Just numbers without any letters, but there is a day. No, sir. No clue. Oh, look at this. Alpha Alpha 2. It actually exists. And that's the lesson that we learned here, kids. Always doubt yourself first.
Cairo Control, India 605 with you, flight level 320.
Maybe not quite like always doubt yourself first, but at least not start blaming your surroundings at first. I think that's a good lesson. I don't think it's a good attitude to always doubt yourself first, but...
7 Romeo Mike, whenever you'd like to descend, flight level 230.
Descend flight level 230, 7 Romeo Mike. Let's just go ahead and do it. And then see how we are going to achieve this. We are at LNAV holding altitude.
7 Romeo Mike, descend flight level 170.
Descent flight level 170, 7 Romeo Mike.
Edelweiss 130 Juliet, descend to flight level 180. Leaving flight level 250 for flight level 180, Edelweiss 130 Juliet.
APU on, are we getting a message for that? Do we have to turn that on?
India 605, contact Riyadh control on 132.9er, good morning.
132.9er, good morning, India 605.
8 is 1 to 2.6. So we got information Yankee 290 at 5.
Marabou 6238, flight level 350 for flight level 320.
1010.
Edelweiss 130 Juliet, descend to flight level 120. Out of flight level 190 for flight level 120, Edelweiss 130 Juliet.
AP LNAV and alt hold. transition level. 6,000.
Cairo Control, Air Cairo 475 at flight level 380.
Cairo Control identified.
Malibu 6238, continue descent to flight level 290. Descending to flight level 290, Malibu 6238.
Landing speed 117 knots. Seems to be pretty much always the case so far with this plane.
My flight level 200.
Out of flight level 170 for flight level 200, Sierra Golf Papa Yankee.
So 92 nautical miles to go, that's 14 minutes.
Romeo Mike, contact Cairo approach on 119.05.
119.05, 7 Romeo Mike, bye-bye. Cairo approach, 7 Romeo Mike, صباح الخير. Flight level 170. We are 35 nautical miles from Manly.
November 527 Romeo, Mike Cairo approach identified. Good morning, expect the ILS runway 5 right approach into Cairo. And have you got information, Yankee?
Expect ILS 05 and we have information, Yankee confirmed. 7 Romeo Mike, thanks.
Romeo Mike, descend flight level 100.
Descend flight level 100, 7 Romeo Mike. Flight level change, and flight level 100. nose going down. Let's strap in our passengers.
7 Romeo Mike, descend flight level 090.
Descend flight level 090, 7 Romeo Mike. Scroll acceleration. Jesus Christ, man. Still functions to be very slow. Okay. 9,000.
Romeo Mike, descend flight level 070.
Descend flight level 070, 7 Romeo Mike. So we are plummeting down again. Actually, it's only
7 Romeo Mike, turn left, heading 285, vectors for the ILS, runway 5 right approach.
Turn left, heading 285, 7 Romeo Mike. Okay, heading select. That means we should also be able to switch now to nav. Feet. Let's get our landing line. Final approach course 044. Flight stop will take us down at 2,700 feet. That's 7 nautical miles from the localizer.
Romeo Mike, descend 6,000.
Descend 6,000, 7 Romeo Mike. Three 5-2. Not descending. That would change. It's 6,000 feet, so let's go local QNH 1010. Got the localizer armed. Not armed, so we have the information here. Not armed yet. Let's also get our taxi lights for now. So speed 230 knots.
Romeo Mike, speed 190 knots.
Speed 190 knots, 7 Romeo Mike. Laps 15. See Pyramid, and see another pyramid. So at least we got to see some pyramids there. That's cute.
Romeo Mike, turn left heading 280, descend 4,000.
Left heading 280, descend 4,000, 7 Romeo Mike.
Romeo Mike, turn right heading 355.
Turn right heading 355, 7 Romeo Mike. Speed 200 knots, 7 Romeo Mike.
Romeo Mike, 5 miles from Foxtrot, India 05 Romeo. Turn left heading 345, descend 2,700 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 5 right approach.
Turn left heading 345, descend and maintain 2,700 until established on the localizers. Cleared for the ILS 05 right approach, 7 Romeo Mike. Let's arm the approach.
Romeo Mike, contact Cairo Tower on 118.1 at 6 DME.
Tower on 118.1, 6 DME, 7 Romeo Mike. Tower, November 527 Romeo, Mike, we are 5 nautical miles. The approach is not arming.
November 527, Romeo, Mike, Cairo. Tower, roger, continue approach, runway 05, raise 5 right.
The approach 7 Romeo, Mike.
Waiting departure, Egypt 877, thanks.
Gear down.
7 Romeo Mike, runway 05 right, winds 290 at 5, cleared to land.
Clear to land 05 right, 7 Romeo Mike. I am getting the feeling that we're not landing on 05 lights, but 05 left.
Egypt Air 914, contact departure on course.
Okay, switching to departure, Egypt Air 9014.
All aircraft, information. Bravo is now current, QNH 1010.
Welcome to Cairo.
Romeo Mike, welcome to Cairo. Contact ground on 120.4.
One to 0.4, 7 Romeo Mike. Ground, November 527 Romeo Mike, runway vacated, request taxi Alpha 2.
Romeo Mike, taxi to Park Stand AA2 via Alpha 5 Alpha. Good day.
Alpha 5 Alpha, November 527 Romeo Mike, thank you. Guess we totally landed on the wrong runway. Look at the setup here, but this is saying ZOR1, that is wrong, so maybe that's the reason. Should have put this on VOR1 maybe, I don't know. Oh. But I think that explains why we couldn't get a localizer fix, and then we ended up landing visual, but we landed on runway 05 left. Let's have a look here on the airport chart. There you go, 0. Which is actually cool, because we're very close to where we need to be. That's why we only have Alpha 5 and Alpha. So basically we just take a right turn here to get ourselves onto Alpha. And then there in our little corner, that's where we go. It is interesting that St. Ange didn't say anything. I mean, you cannot just go ahead and land on the wrong runway. Just don't do that. It's very unsafe. So would like it if St. Ange actually would have said something about it.
Arabia 584 ready for push. Arabia 584 pushback approved.
But here we are.
Push to start approved.
Cairo.
Arabia 584.
Airport looks cool.
Egypt 731 ready for push.
Egypt 731 pushback approved.
Push and start approved. Egypt Air 731.
Yeah, something tells me I'll be flying this aircraft a little more often to get to know it a little bit better as well. And also because it's just a very cool aircraft to fly. Okay, Air Arabia, you take it easy there.
210 pushback approved.
Sure, no, I don't exist. There you go. So yeah, this flight was not without a bunch of stupid idiot mistakes. Started with taxiing. We took a wrong turn to the runway and then we had to drive all the way around and backtrack on our runway and everything. I don't know why the throttle quad in the beginning didn't want to work. We had to restart the flight and then it worked. Something I've never had before, so it might just be a stupid glitch, I don't know. But it's nice getting to know this aircraft a little bit better. It's a very nice little plane. And I believe she can go like flight level 410 or something. She can go quite high. But for today's flight, we had flight level 320.
Egypt Air 731 ready to taxi.
Egypt Air 731, taxi to holding point runway 5 center via Charlie Delta Sierra Tango.
So we got
taxi to holding point runway 5 center via Charlie Delta Sierra Tango, Egypt Air 731.
Saudi 310 ready to taxi.
Saudi 310, taxi to holding point runway 5 center via Sierra, Sierra 2 Tango.
Taxi to holding point runway 5 center via Sierra, Sierra 2 Tango, Saudi 310.
Here, stand Alpha 2, that will be ours. Parking brake. So here we are. Looks like the flaps didn't retract. Alright, but yeah, here we are, man. Welcome once again to Cairo. This was an interesting flight. I definitely enjoyed it. That's always good. Hope you did too. Everyone who was watching, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for checking. Special shout out to Vintage Pilot, who's about to sleep or probably sleeping right now. Thanks for chilling with us today, man. Appreciate it. And go check his channel. He's flying some really old school vintage aircraft. And every now and then he streams and he puts some landing replays and stuff. And yeah, just go check out his channel. And he will be streaming this Saturday for a long haul flight from New York to London Heathrow, from JFK to London Heathrow, using the 737-200. And the next Friday he will fly the Constellation, I believe. But yeah. So thanks again for checking, and I will see you all in the next video. Stay cute. Bye bye.